Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Borderland Sports Report. I am joined here today by a good one. This is going to be a good one. Tyrone Mcduffie III. Tyrone, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Howard. I'm blessed to be here. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. So, Tyrone is a unique talent, I think, in El Paso. 6'3", 6'4"?
Yes, sir. 6'4".
6'4", what, 270 now?
280.
6'4", 280 offensive lineman. What position, though?
I play left tackle, left guard. I can play both, guard and tackle.
Trucking kids out here. I mean, in my opinion, he's probably the gem of the recruiting class for 2023 coming out of El Paso. Offensive lineman, big hands. I mean, I'm sitting there looking at his hands, and it's like he's got some mitts on him. And so I think that this is probably going to be the steal for any Division I school out there coming out of the city. But let's talk about this year you had this year. You guys y'all lost one game?
We lost two games.
Two games. So in started varsity as a freshman?
Yes, sir.
On the offensive line?
Yes, sir.
Trucking people then?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
How many sacks have you given up?
In my varsity career, I have gave up one sack, and that was my freshman year against Riverside at Parkland High School. One sack.
So one sack in, 16 games?
About so, yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely protecting the quarterback, creating some running lanes. You've had a lot of big running games come behind y'all's offensive line.
Yes, sir.
You guys have definitely made a lot of running backs and quarterbacks and wide receivers look really good, giving them the time to do what they do. So what has been some of your, what's the key for you? I mean, a lot of people probably don't know you're a multi-sport athlete, right?
Yes, sir.
Football, basketball, do any track?
Yes, sir. I throw the shot put and the discus.
And so how has all three of those sports translated for you in football?
Well, I think it obviously it helps me stay in shape. Playing offensive line, it's important to have good footwork and basketball helped me with having good footwork. And then transitioning to track, during the shot put and discus, it helped me with my hips, my flexibility, footwork again, and with power. So it all plays in on the football field, and it helps me produce on a Friday night. So they all work together.
Definitely. That's huge. I mean, I think a lot of student athletes overlook those facts of what these different sports translate to their main sport.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
And continuing to participate in them as you get through high school. So, what are some of the things that you like to do off the football field?
Off the football field, I read a lot of books, and I like to write. I'm a writer. I like to write, read, and I work out a lot. I play video games, hang out with friends, and those are like my main things.
Yeah. And so a lot of people may look at you and be like, oh, this is another big jock, but you're a very cerebral athlete.
Yes, sir.
4.0 GPA?
4.0.
So, I mean, that's awesome that, so you're competing in both the classroom and on the field.
Yes, sir.
True student athlete. So what's been the motivation and driving force behind a lot of that?
Just my belief, faith in God, keeping Him first. That gives me extra motivation in order to do the things I need to do. And I just like competing. I like to win. So, being good in the classroom, I want to graduate high in my class. I want to be the best in my class. So just always finding that competitive motor to compete. And that always gives me motivation to do what I need to do.
Nice. And parents help out in that a lot too, right?
Oh, yes, of course. Always. Mom keeping me in check, my father helping me. Those two do a lot, and they probably don't get the credit for it, but they do a lot to prepare me for the future.
Definitely. I think it's amazing to have that support at home to really allow you to compete and to know that regardless of how well you do or how bad you do, you're going to get some constructive criticism, but you still know it's coming from a great place.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Sister plays in college?
Yes, she does. She actually went to Parkland, and she was a graduate of class of 2018. And she's been playing basketball at Missouri Valley College for 3 years now. She doesn't just do basketball. Like I said, I think all athletes should do multiple sports. She also throws the shot put and discus up there as well, and she's been doing a good job, keeping up with her grades and doing sports. So, she's also a role model to me because that is something like I want to do once I get to the next level.
Definitely, definitely. And the path you're going down now, you definitely will have a chance to do that, I do believe. So let's kind of talk about on the field. So on the field, I mean, you're a different person.
Yes, sir.
Like right now, you're calm, very calm. But I mean, I've seen some of those games, and it's like a transformation happens. What goes through your head on game day?
So my coach always tells me you gotta. My offensive line coach, Coach Jones, always tells me you gotta find. You gotta play nasty. You gotta find that something inside you to make you play nasty. And I am a nice dude, respectful guy, but when it comes to the football field, it's all business, it's all work. I'm thinking of it like this is my ticket, this is my ticket to college ball. So I'm playing hard, nasty, always going 100%, giving my full effort and during the games, and it translates on the film. It translates on the film.
Talking to you drunk out there on the court, on the field?
No, I don't. I'm not a big trash talker, and people be surprised. I just I let my game do the talking.
Yeah.
I don't really say nothing. So, but people know. People respect me, so they know.
So they know.
Yes, sir.
That's good. I tell you, it's been. I think I've known your family for a while now, and seeing you from when you were 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade to where you are now, it's like been this huge transformation.
Yes, sir.
You've always been a big kid, but you finally embraced it, grew into it, and was like, I'll be the gentle giant. But when the ball goes up, whether it be on the basketball field or football, basketball court or football field, it's time to compete.
Yes, sir.
And I've really admired that about you, is that you do compete, and you have fun when you're doing it.
Yes, sir.
So football, basketball, track. Football, obviously, I can tell you love it. So basketball. Let's talk about basketball a little bit. Like, what's been the motivation to continue to play?
I think coming back, helping my teammates, our basketball team at Parkland. I've been playing with those guys since we were little kids. So you know, it's always been about building that bond and friendship and winning games together. It's always fun when you can win games together. But if I can always go and help the team win basketball games, then that's what I'm gonna do. To help.
And we always have these conversations when you have a Division I athlete at your school, like you almost have to share that athlete. You know what I mean? To like really help all the sports around the school.
Yes, sir.
And so a lot of times you get student athletes to have that Division I talent that'll just focus on that one sport and really neglect the other ones. And I mean, it says a lot about your character to really want to continue to play and continue to compete with your teammates that you've competed with since you guys were youngins.
Yes, sir.
And so, I mean, that says a lot. That says a real lot about you right there. So what type of things do you want coaches to take away from about Tyrone when they see this?
I want them to know that Tyrone is a very reliable person. In my high school career, I've never missed a practice or a game. I guess you could say loyalty. I'm a high value, respectful, and you could depend on me. If you tell me to be there at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna be there. If you tell me to do this, teaching me a new technique or a new way to do something, I'm gonna do it. And it's just that simple. I'm gonna do anything you need me to do for the team to be successful and win.
Yep. So as you guys go down this trail, like what are some of the criteria that you've set, not only for yourself but as a family, as you start looking at colleges and universities that will help you in making your decision on what's going to be the right fit for you athletically and academically?
Well, I think that stuff is going to come over time. Me and my coach always talk about it. Colleges, universities, that stuff is going to come over time. But right now, I'm just focused on being the best player for the Parkland Matadors and helping them win football games, basketball games, and just putting myself out there. Because if I do everything right and they like my film, everything will work out for itself when that time comes.
Yeah. So have you looked at you like cold weather, warm weather?
It doesn't matter for me.
No?
No, sir.
I mean, I can see that with family, because you got a lot of family in Buffalo, New York, right?
That is correct.
It's cold.
It's cold up there. It is cold. It's cold up there.
It's cold up there.
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, I can see that. How big is the academic side of what a college can offer going to play in your decision?
I think it's going to be a big role. I don't think it would be hard for any school to offer me because I have high academic grades and scores. But my parents always tell me that you want to go to college to get that degree, and you always want to have a future, whatever you want to do with my life. And I always think of college as an opportunity to get my education and a degree. Most athletes don't see it like that, but that's how I view college, is to get that education.
So have you thought about what it is you want to do in college? Like what you want to major in?
It comes and it goes. I want to major in English, language arts, or political science. Something that can value my future in the upcoming.
Okay. So you come from a family of athletes, high caliber athletes, right?
Yes, I do. There's a lot of us, a lot of McDuffies. Yes, sir. Actually, my cousin just got drafted by the Green Bay Packers, so he's in the NFL. I have a couple cousins everywhere. They're playing college ball, so there's a lot of us.
Nice. So how much, do they give you a lot of advice in this process as you take this journey?
They do, and it's simple. I mean, everybody tries to overthink it, but if you do everything right, you get the right grades, you go to school, practice hard, you do everything your high school coaches tell you, then everything will work out for itself. And it worked out for them, so I believe it's going to work out for me.
Definitely, I do too. I think that you've definitely got a good head on your shoulders. You've got a good, solid, grounded network with your family around you. A lot of people that care about you and love you and want to see you succeed. And so I think that really the sky's the limit. You'll go as far as you want to go, I think, in this thing. And I'm excited to watch.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely excited to watch, and we'll definitely be looking out and continuing to track your progress and continuing to be a advocate and a fan from the sideline. Definitely have an ally in us and what we do. And I mean, you guys can always, you know, if you need a sounding board, we're here.
Yes, sir.
We're definitely here for
I
that.
appreciate that. Most definitely.
So let's talk about this upcoming year for Parkland. Going into your junior year, what can we expect to see from not only Tyrone but Parkland on the field?
Well, you can expect from us. I mean, we're not going to change the way we do things. And, you know, our coach always tells us that, you know, we're going to run the ball, we're going to play fast, we're going to throw the ball. And I think we have proven every year that we are known to reload, and we have reloaded again this year. And I think we are going to, you know, do the same thing we've been doing, winning football games. And we're going to come back strong, and it's going to be exciting to watch. It's going to be exciting to watch.
So you guys have had 2 heartbreaks the last 2 years.
Yes, we have. Freshman year, we lost Wichita Falls, and then my sophomore year, real heartbreaker, lost to Randall at the end of the game. But you know, that's behind us. You know, that's in the past. You know, we're focused on the now, and I think great things are going to happen. We have a group of guys that come into work every day. They work hard every day, and we have a great coaching staff at Parkland. We trust our coaches, and we believe that what they tell us and what they teach us, that we will be able to be successful in the end.
Nice. And so I'm expecting a lot of big things. I mean, you've taken steps every year.
Yes, sir.
What are your expectations for yourself going into your junior year?
Well, I want to be. My goals is to, you know, my first goal is always to win district, by district, win area. I want to accomplish those things first, and I want to be I want to win first team all city. My sophomore year, I got second team all city. I want to be first team all city this year, and I just want to be able to win games with my teammates. You know, admire that. You know, because that's something that stays forever.
Yeah,
that's something that stays forever. So I want to do those things.
Nice. Well, I mean, I can tell you, going into this year, you're probably at the front of the pack for offensive linemen here in the city, in my opinion. And so what are you guys doing now as you start summer workouts and everything to really start to position yourself for that?
Well, I think one thing that we do at Parkland that separates us, you know, we do a practice, but it is like an individual practice. So everybody in their groups are with their individual coaches. Mm-hmm. So you have the offensive line, the defensive line, and you have the quarterbacks, the skill players, and we're all learning something new, you know. And we're gonna come in, you know, like I said before, we're gonna do the same thing we always do. We're gonna run the ball, we're gonna throw the ball, and we're gonna play fast. And you know, we are prepared. You know, we have a lot of work to do, but we will be ready when week 1 comes. We will be ready.
So you think you guys gonna play a full season this year?
I will hope so. You know, that would be great especially for the seniors and for everybody. This is their last year of high school ball. You know, we need a full season, and I think we should get a full season this year.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic that you guys will get a full year this coming year. There still may be some restrictions on fans or whatnot in the stands, but I think that you guys will get to play a full year this year.
Yes,
so I'm excited about that, and I'm just looking forward to what the future holds, man. Definitely will keep you on our radar for sure, and I'm expecting some big things out of you, and I know you are of yourself as well. So
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to see what this year holds. Any final words you want to leave for coaches that might see this to know about you or anything?
Thank you, Coach Frantz and Coach Jones and Coach Barasa and all the coaching staff at Parkland for helping me. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you, and love you, Mom and Dad. Go Matadors.
Well, appreciate it, Tyrone, for coming on and joining us. Folks, this has been another episode of the Borderland Sports Report. Thanks for tuning in. Have a blessed one.